Welcome back, everybody. It's Friday morning. I had a load of limestone delivered this morning so I could do a little bit of work on the driveway. This spot right here, well, that's Cousin Eddie's parking spot for his motorhome, and it's a little bit too narrow. So, I widened her up today. Cousin Eddie, aka Matt Rice, is going to be here this evening, and he'll be racing with us at Marion on Saturday. So I got that spot widened up, and then I used what was left around back behind the barn and around the other side of the barn where we park our big trailer, just to tidy things up a bit. Vicky's been after me for weeks now to get some gravel down and get those leaves and everything cleaned up from where the big trailer sits next to the garage. Hopefully this will make her happy. Just about the time I got done working on the driveway, Billy showed up to work on his S10 for a few minutes. Now, we've changed the power valves in the carburetor to some brand new stainless steel ones that I got from CSU. But we haven't put it on the deck and checked it to make sure that it comes up on boost okay. That's also one of the reasons we want to go to Pacemakers tonight to test before the points race Saturday at Marion. Old June Pup keeps a sharp eye on us out there. Billy warmed the little truck up to operating temperature before we stuck it on the deck to check it out. Right before we stuck it on the deck, Billy went through the boost controller and checked all of his settings. What do you think?
That's a lot better.
Good.
Sounds a lot better. Comes up on boost clean. Build 8 pounds at 4,100. So if I crank it up to 4,500, like I normally leave on, like when I'm trying to leave hard,
Yeah.
it should build at least 13 pounds.
Oh God, you're not going to leave on that, are you?
But you want me to leave harder, right?
No, I wasn't saying that. I'm saying fucking it needs new tires, it needs the right weight, it needs this, it needs that, it needs a good tune-up, but Jesus.
You said you should need to start getting more aggressive with it.
Well, not that aggressive. Jeez and crackers, boy.
The most I've ever left on is 10.
Yeah, you're going to flip upside down like a turtle.
That's what we gotta do.
No. Just need to get more aggressive with it after.
That's what JB said.
Yeah, I know what he
said. More
said.
aggressive with it.
Now you're just messing with me.
No, I was leaving on like 7 or 8 pounds at Magnolia. Like probably 7 was the most I left on. It's just not enough. You need to leave on at least 10.
No, when you're carrying all that freaking weight back here, you didn't need that.
Leave on at least 10.
Oh boy. A little while later, Tommy and Allison made it back from Jegs. They went in to pick up some items for the dart that she needed to be able to race. She needed a tachometer, an air pressure gauge, and a few other little things. But the most important thing we needed to get done was get that tack installed so she knows where she's shifting it at. She picked out this nice little tack with a shift light, and me and Billy set to putting it in the car. Once Billy had it mounted, I wired it up, fired up the little 340 and checked it out. Lo and behold, it worked. All we had left to do was hit the road. Tommy and Allison drove the dart, Billy pulled the S10, and I was bringing up the rear with the end closed. I got a kick out of this little street rod that was in Granville. Straight 6 in it, I think. Might have been a straight 8. Anyway, we make the 45-minute trip north up 661 out of Granville to Mount Vernon, Ohio. We finally made it up to Mount Vernon about 5:30 in the afternoon, and there weren't many cars there when we first got there, but boy was that about to change. All we really wanted to do was let Allison make a hit with the dart, make one good hit with the truck, make one good hit with the Falcon, and we would have been set for Marion tomorrow night. I couldn't believe how good the place looked. They had the staging lanes all cleaned up, the patios cleaned up, they were cooking out there. They even had old boy up there with a flashlight flagging races just like the old days. Billy went out and took a look at the track, checked it all out, and Tommy was the first one out with a Falcon to make a hit. Tommy made a super solid pass right off the trailer early in the day. Billy took a look at the data, put a tune-up in the S10, and decided to try his hand at turning the truck up. After weeks and weeks and weeks of watching him play conservative, he finally turned the truck up and let it run. It made a good lick right off the trailer, and then he came back up to try his hand in the left-hand lane. All right, guys, so we're back at the shop. The test and tune session up here tonight at Pacemakers was really, really good. They had a great turnout by 7 or 8 o'clock. The place was hopping. There was a lot of people there, a lot of spectators, a lot of cars. There was some people up there making some really good licks, and there was also some people that were struggling. Fortunately for us, the Falcon, right off the trailer, A to B, no problem. Now, keep in mind, this place has not been sprayed, the track has not been prepped, and it hasn't been raced on since last year. The rubber on the track surface is dry, it's hard, it's slippery. And I did notice that there was some cars up there tonight having some trouble getting down it. Luckily, we didn't have that problem. Tommy went really good right off the trailer in the Falcon. Billy in the S10 went 0.3 faster than the Falcon right off the trailer. Good tires, proper ballast, aggressive tune-up, no fear. 0.3 faster than the Falcon, and he let out of it at about 450 feet and still went 0.3 faster than the Falcon. Why did he let out? Well, we had some problems. So I changed these power valves in the carburetor. And I thought when I did that, based on what I saw tonight, that it had changed the fuel curve in the carburetor. The air fuel showed lean, and just like that, out of the blue, and it happened the same time I put the power valves in. Well, that's interesting. So I start making adjustments to the carburetor. I throw some more fuel at it through the main jets. We take it back up, made that second pass, air fuel got worse. Now what's that tell you? If you throw more fuel at it through the jet and the air fuel goes leaner, that tells me that there's a problem. There is a blockage or a fuel pump problem, or there's something going on in the back. So after the second pass, Billy went ahead and pulled the fuel filters apart, and lo and behold, plugged. Solid. Worse than the Falcon was. Way worse than the Falcon was. I couldn't believe it. In fact, we couldn't even believe the damn thing would run, because it had a 10 micron filter before the pump, and that filter was plugged so bad that when he took the fitting off the fuel line, the fuel cell was full of methanol, nothing came out. The pump was literally having to pull suction on the line to pull fuel through the filter. And then it had another 10 micron, or it was 100 micron, I think it was a 100 micron filter after the pump, and it was so bad. I don't know what's going on with the I don't understand why we're getting so much trash in our fuel filters, but we definitely need to work on our maintenance program. Filters are going to have to come off at least once a week and check them, because I don't know whether it's the jugs, the fuel jugs are dirty on the inside, or this stuff that was in the fuel filter of the S10 looked different. Like the stuff that came out of the Falcon was like grayish white, like maybe the inside of the fuel cell had corroded. That could happen. It's an aluminum fuel cell. But the truck has a plastic fuel cell, and the stuff that came out of the filters in it looked kind of black. So I don't know whether or not maybe the fuel lines are breaking down on the inside or something's going on. But this thing had a lot of debris in the fuel filters. So how long have we been fighting that problem? I don't know. Hard to freaking tell. But I can tell you that the truck went 3 tenths faster than the Falcon off the trailer, letting out of it at about 450 feet. Let me put it this way. It went 3 tenths faster than the Falcon and only went 120 miles an hour. That's how early he'd let out of it. So the truck was flying. However, when he turns it up, it was definitely running out of fuel. So tomorrow morning, Junior is headed to Jegs, first thing in the morning, to go get some new fuel filters, or at least some elements for the truck. In other news, really cool, you saw in the video, Allison drove the Dart up there tonight. She made her first test passes and actually got in a little grudge race. Let's just say she's hooked. You couldn't pry the smile off that little girl's face. I was so proud of her, and I was so happy. We just had a really nice night. I know we struggled a little bit with the truck, chasing some fuel gremlins, and I think, oh, scrapper. We chased some fuel gremlins with the truck tonight, but I think tomorrow, when we put new fuel filters in it, I think it's going to be okay. I may have to jet the carburetor back down just a little bit. We may have to jet the carburetor back down just a little bit, but I'm not concerned about it at all. Mostly, I think it's probably just the front jets I need to change, because it was a little fat and a burnout. But anyway, Pacemakers is back. I'm so happy. Tomorrow, like Vicky told you in yesterday's video, we're going to be back at Marion for their points race, No Prep Series points race. And then Sunday, back to Pacemakers. Pacemakers is going to have a little shootout on Sunday, and Matt Rice is going to be there. The shitbox supply shootouts. And Scrappy's going to be there too. And June Pup. Huh, baby. All right, guys. I'm going to get off here. I'm going to head in the house. Careful, Scrap. God, she's crazy. I'm going to head in the house, get some sleep, get this video uploaded, and we will see everybody tomorrow night. Marion County Raceway in LaRue, Ohio. Don't miss it. Good night, guys.